All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of the Science of Golf Performance series. My name is Will. I'm a physical therapist here at Power Force Success, and today it's a big day. We're going to be talking about swing force timing. All right, so this is a big thing with the golf swing for any golfer. Big day, got the whiteboard out as well as my big driver pointer stick, all right? So first of all, let's talk about why forces are important with the swing. First thing I like to do is just simplify this. Let's just make a simple analogy of what forces do for us, all right? So I always like to explain it via a door, all right? So when we open up a door, we have the handles, we also have the hinges, right? Easiest way to open up a door is by actually using the handle, right? If we try to open up via the hinge, that's a lot harder. We got to push a lot more, put a lot more effort to get the same result. It's the same idea with any sort of inefficiencies in the swing with our forces. If it's our big three, which Bobby, our other PT, talked about in his little mini series on the three types of forces, being horizontal, heel toe, let me use my pointer here, as well as vertical, all right? So with using these efficiently, it makes a swing easier and more effortless to actually swing faster, hit the ball further, and on a more efficient or consistent basis, all right? If we're swinging like we're pushing from the hinge on a door, then we're gonna be putting a lot more effort to get less result, and that's just frustrating for any golfer, all right? So let's actually talk about what these forces are. And again, I'll put out there that with any of these forces, the best way to actually assess them is with any sort of force plate system. And so such as the one we have here is a 3D force plate system. It's a great way to actually read any sort of ground reaction force, including these three that I just mentioned, all right? So first one we'll talk about here is the horizontal force, all right? So horizontal, you can see my lines here, side to side. That's all it is in the swing. It's these side to side motions right here, right? So big thing with this is that basically you have two halves of the body, right? You got the right half, you got the left half. With the right half for any horizontal, generally speaking, the actual peak, the ability to get to the lead side is when that trail side horizontal force should be peaking in your swing. With the lead side, it's a little bit later, more towards impact, all right? And you might see some of these long drive guys, like I think Kyle Berkshire is one of the best to actually look at. When he's coming down, to come and swing, right? At impact, you can see he's like nearly on his full extended knee, right? On the heel, and actually even coming up off the ground, he's pushing so hard through the ground. Part of that to help get in that position is efficiently utilizing your horizontal ground forces, all right? Now again, with this, any sort of plate system, such as the one we use here by GASP, it's a great way to read that, all right? You're not gonna be able to just do this by, feel, so to speak, right? We gotta actually get true numbers to see how it looks. Number two here, we got our heel toe force, all right? This is what actually produces rotation, such as with that circle I created there, right? So with this is the actual ability to go towards the toes and towards the heels, all right? This is when basically one half is doing one motion, the other half, the other foot is doing the other. So if I'm producing toe force on one side, the other side should be producing heel force, and vice versa as we rotate around. So if I'm trying, as a righty, if I'm trying to get through the ball, right, on impact, I should be producing heel force through the ball to produce this rotary force into the ball, all right? So if you're not doing that, you're probably swinging on the wrong side of the club there, all right? But again, a great way to read this is by going on any force plate system, okay? Last one I want to talk about here is also the vertical force. Now, this one here is the highest, quantity of any force in the swing, all right? So the vertical force is the up and down motion of your swing. Now, you don't realize it potentially, but you actually have quite a bit of this up and down motion. It's not necessarily felt consciously, but it's very crucial for any sort of efficient swing. For any swing, all right, you should be producing a heavier or a stronger push, we'll call it, into the lead side versus the trail side. So if you're righty, it's into the left side. And as you start to come down towards the ball. The thing with this is that if we are too late on the actual peak production of the vertical force, then that becomes an inefficient swing. We're gonna be trying to basically just throw the club at it in an inefficient manner. And as a result, we get less club head speed, we get less distance, and potentially a inconsistent club path, all right? So again, these three are really, really crucial to efficiently produce in the swing to create a more effortless swing, all right? Now, for example, I had a guy this morning, he was doing pretty good with his vertical force, right? He was doing really, really well with his rotational, his toe heel force. The problem with him is he wasn't putting his club in the correct position because his horizontal forces were way off, all right? So with him, we worked on a couple different drills to help get to that lead side better and utilize his left side horizontal force better. As a result, within a matter of seconds, he was up 4 miles per hour in his club head speed and throwing another 15 yards to carry on the ball. So it was pretty impressive to see. So you can see with him, right, he also told me, like, it was like, hey, that felt like one of the most effortless swings of the day, and it was his top swing. So with that, we were able to simply just make forces more efficient to be able to put his body into a position that can easily move. And as a result, increase club head speed, increase distance on the ball, and everybody was happy about that, right? So last couple things too, and I'm gonna have another video on this that will they'll show you on how to actually train these different types of forces, right? So we got, again, our horizontals, we got our heels and toes, and we got our vertical forces. So I'll demonstrate a couple. We'll have a link to that in our caption down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give us a subscribe too, and watch for new videos and content coming up here. Thanks.